Right, next game up here is the Steelers and the Bills, and this is one of the games from this week where you cannot over-exaggerate the losing team. Unfortunately, there were a couple of games. We could talk about them quickly. Steelers-Bills was one of them. Maybe we can't talk about them quickly. Steelers-Bills was one of them. Colts-Seahawks is another one of them. And then the Chiefs-Browns is another one of them where great game. Unfortunately, one team has to lose, and that's what the Bills-Steelers was. So we're going to go heavy in-depth in Josh Allen on Wednesday's show, looking at really all of his throws because Bills fans were truly not happy with Josh Allen. So let's quickly go over what Josh Allen did. Well, he threw the ball 51 times, folks, and that's what we're saying. We're seeing all these inflated passing numbers so early on in this season, and we know that's the way that the league is heading in some sense, but not this sense. I mean, we've covered some games already today where the quarterback is throwing like 23 times, and the running back is, carrying the ball, 15, 20 times, and they're winning and looking good and moving the ball and putting up all the points. So you don't just need to be purely passing. You can still get it done running and passing the ball. So I don't know where this kind of instant mindset of everybody just throwing kind of the running game out the window and just going pass, because look at Josh Allen, 30 of 51, and I don't want to put all the blame on Josh Allen out here. I don't think he looked that awful. Bills fans, they are passionate, and they do scrutinize easily. So we will see if their scrutiny lives up to it. Like I said, we're gonna go heavy on Josh Allen on our Wednesday film study day. But seeing do the fans have any real kind of credit of judging Josh Allen very, very heavily and harshly and all that? We know he's on this kind of, he's very, very high in the media because of what he did last season, truly out of the blue. And, we're talking about either a year 4, just kind of a step back, or a minuscule foot adjustment. That's what we classify it as. But overall, not the best game, and it does result in his loss. But they did face the Steelers. It's just unfortunate. Sometimes you have to face a real great game week 1. The Chiefs and the Browns. Unfortunate. The Browns were looking good, but it's the Chiefs. It's Patrick Mahomes. 10-point comeback. No big deal because it's Patrick Mahomes. Anybody else, the Browns probably win that game, but you have to face a great team week 1. Does that mean we should fall out of love with the Browns and say they're trash and say Baker Mayfield can't play and Kevin Stefanski can't coach and Nick Chubb can't run? No, of course we shouldn't be saying any of that when they're facing great opponents. Now, the Vikings losing to the Bengals because Dalvin Cook fumbles in overtime. Yeah, we write them off. We don't even need to see. I'm done with the Vikings, folks. I'm done with the Vikings. We are not even going to be talking about the Vikings for the rest of the year, folks, because we know that that's the same thing over and over and over again. Josh Allen, this is not the same over and over and over again. So Josh Allen, 30 of 51. Completion percentage is 58%. That's definitely not anything we want to see. We know this. But I want to give kind of a little bit of the benefit of the doubt here to Josh Allen because he threw the ball 51 times. Has Josh Allen ever threw the ball 51 times in a game? So let's go to his game logs from last season. Did he ever throw 51 times last season? So let's see. We're just going to read the attempts from last season. Here we go. List them off. 46, 35, 33, 34, 41, 27, 43, 18, 38, 49, 24, 40, 43, 40, 36, 25. So the man did not even throw the ball as much as he did last season that he did week 1. And everyone wants to jump off the Josh Allen train and say he's trash and can't play. The man, I don't even know if he's ever thrown 51 times. Let's go back to 2019 quickly. We're just going to read off the attempts. Here we go. 37, 30, 36, 28, 32, 26, 34, 20, 41, 33, 25, 24, 39, 25, 26, 5. And then go back to his rookie season. Did he throw 51? I doubt he would throw 51 times in his rookie season, but let's list them off. Here we go. 15, 33, 22, 33, 19, 19, 33, 36, 26, 41, 26. So you asked him to throw the most he's ever thrown in a game against a good defense week 1. It's not going to look that great right off the rip. Again, settle down on Josh Allen. I think he's definitely earned at least one kind of free wild card where people want to start calling him trash. He can cash in that kind of free pass and be like, yo, give me the week, give me the game, chill. He threw the ball 51 times, folks. Sheesh. Give the man a little bit of a break. Completion percentage definitely needs to be a little bit better, though. I will agree with that. So Josh Allen at the best game. They got out to a good start, 10-0. against the Steelers, but then, the Steelers, they're, once again, two good teams. This was a dogfight the entire time. No team really had true control. Even though the Bills were up by 10, they weren't in true control of this game. Just because the Steelers were down by 10 doesn't mean they were getting blown out or smacked in this game. It was great defense going against good offenses. That's what it was. And then the block punt that really kind of secured the game for the Steelers. Block kick 6. I mean, that's really what it was. So relax on Josh Allen. We'll go over it a little bit more in depth on Wednesday to see if there's any validity in canceling Josh Allen. I don't know if there is. Devin Singletary, he had 11 carries for 72 yards. I mean, the running game was working, but they just never stuck. Why not just keep going with the running game? I mean, it doesn't make sense to have Josh Allen throw the ball 51 times. All right, Stephon Diggs, leading wide receiver here for the Bills, was getting it done. 9 receptions for 69 yards. Cole Beasley, 8 receptions for 60 yards. Emmanuel Sanders, a little bit of a tough game. Couple of drops here. He had 52 yards. Dawson Knox, the tight end, 41 yards there. So not bad overall. It's just unfortunate the Bills lose 23-16. Now let's talk about the Steelers here. Here we go. Big Ben only threw the ball 32 times. I mean, what the hell is going on? Big Ben only throwing the ball 32 times. Josh Allen should be throwing the ball like 32 times. Not great completion percentage here by Big Ben either. I mean, once again, we're not writing off Big Ben. He had like 58% completion percentage too. Let's get the actual number up here. 56, so even worse than Josh Allen. So, we're not selling Ben Roethlisberger. We're not selling Josh Allen. It's just they win against two good defenses, folks. This Bills defense is good. This Steelers defense is good. Top 10 defense. No debate. Najee Harris had a real bad game once again because this Bills defense is good and maybe the Steelers offensive line isn't the best. Najee Harris, real disappointing, I'll say. 16 carries for only 45 yards, only 2.8 yards a carry. That's not good. So Najee Harris couldn't even get it done. Josh Allen didn't get it done. Najee Harris didn't get it done. Ben Roethlisberger didn't get it done. Are all these players just trash, or did they go against good defenses? They win against good defenses, folks. Everybody take a breath. It's just unfortunate. Sometimes you have to face good teams week 1. All right, leading wide receivers here for the Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 4 receptions for 52 yards. Chase Claypool, 3 receptions for 45 yards. Deontay Johnson, 5 receptions for 36 yards and a touchdown. So once again, we know they've got great wide receivers and tight ends here. They're deep here by the Steelers, and they decently got it done. Alrighty, so the block punt for the 6 here for the Steelers, making it 20-10. Bills coming back and having to settle for a field goal, making it 20-13, and then the Steelers get a field goal, kind of put the game away by 10 again, and then the Bills go down and score another field goal. So we're definitely going to kind of, look at these two drives right here and see why they stalled for field goals and not touchdowns and all that, but we'll definitely look at Josh Allen, 2 turnovers on downs here. Not the greatest here by this Bills team in the play calling. Definitely could have been a little bit better. The 4th and 8 when it was only a 1 possession game, 3-10. You were up 3-10, and then you go for it on 4th and 8. Probably should have kicked the field goal. And then the turnover on downs when you couldn't get anything. Matt Breida up the middle on 4th and 1, couldn't even get it. So Josh Allen isn't the only one to blame here for this loss, and really shouldn't be blamed. So we'll get into it a little bit more here in when we can watch the film on Josh Allen and all that. Also, this right here, why Josh Allen was not the best last night. Here it is, the edge rush coming right up right here. Melvin Ingram, the entire game, just pressuring Josh Allen, getting there. The edge rusher here, getting the pressure to Josh Allen, destroying the Bills' offensive line, not giving Josh Allen any time to throw. So hurried all the time, throwing the most he's ever thrown in the game. So do not bail on Josh Allen, folks. Everybody relax. And then Josh Allen on struggles and loss to the Steelers says, quote, "That's why we're playing 17 games, because we're not, blowing it all up after one game." That's exactly it. Quote here by Josh Allen: "It's not what we hope for, what we strive for, how we want to start the season. That's why we're playing 17 games. We're not expecting to win them all. We go into each game expecting to win, but we understand that it's a long season, a lot to learn from this tape, honestly, starting with me." So, we know Josh Allen is going to put in the work. I mean, he'll watch the film. We're not worried about what Josh Allen is going to do this week. He will get right. It's unfortunate they had to face the Steelers week 1.